Did you give them any permission to search
Still
anything?
filming? Still filming?
Do you have permission to search that property?
It's in plain sight.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
I just seen you. I literally just watched you flip that blanket over. If it was in plain sight, you wouldn't have had to move the
I knew it was
blanket.
there because I could see it.
You moved the blanket.
That's all right. You know
It was that hard to just identify. You did all that speaking to me, but you just can't say your name and badge number.
What's it say?
Literally.
Look, what's it say right here?
I can't read.
Okay, that's too bad.
How's it going, folks, and welcome back to the San Joaquin News Network. Thank you guys for tuning in once again, and I'm highlighting another video for you today. Today's video is brought to you, folks, by the way of this channel here, going by the name of Sideman Audits. In this particular video here, he's conducting a cop watch in Palm Springs, California, where he comes across a couple of officers with egos the size of balloons. Though they don't attempt to violate this man's rights here by trying to retaliate against him or use any intimidation tactics, it could be very possible they are violating the rights of the folks they're dealing with here. You will see the obvious disdain towards the public from one of these cops as he tries to engage in conversation with them, in which he does engage but starts to spew a whole bunch of cops planning nonsense you'd expect to hear from an uneducated power tripper. I want you guys to check this out and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll go ahead and see you all until the end of the video.
What's your name? Let's throw in both your names. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Okay, here. This officer's gonna run your name. Go. What's the go? Go sucks. Manuel. Thank you. You have a middle name?
What crime do they suspect you of?
Fentanyl. It's right here. That little pipe right there, and he was smoking it. Are you smoking fentanyl too? I wasn't smoking it.
I'm smoking weed.
I was smoking over there. Well, don't do it in public though, right? Not in public.
I'm not in public.
Okay.
I'm on private property.
You're still in public. That's a public park.
I'm in private property right now. I'm not over there.
Okay. What's your date of birth?
I'm different than them.
Okay. I got my body cam on too.
Okay.
Okay. I thought you were. I parked around the corner over there and was walking through the gate over there for a while. And I saw the ladder right there next to you. You don't have the middle name. Okay. Oh, it doesn't? Why not? That's all right. Okay, that's good. That's good. Excuse me, sir?
Did you give them any permission to search anything?
Still filming?
Do you have permission to search that property?
It's in plain sight.
No, it wasn't. I just seen you. I literally just watched you flip that blanket over. If it was in plain sight, you wouldn't have had to move the blanket. I knew it was there
because I could see it.
You moved the blanket.
That's all right. Your last name Hernandez? Yeah. Okay.
Camera don't lie.
You hadn't started smoking yet.
The camera don't lie. It's gonna show you moved it.
That's fine.
All of that is relevant in court.
What you're claiming?
All of that is relevant in court.
Yes, it
You
is.
shouldn't go around touching people's personal property without their permission. Did you have his permission to touch that? Did you have his permission to touch that blanket? You unrolled that blanket. I don't care. At that point, it's all influenced under. It's all poisonous. Poisonous fruit.
No, I'll teach everyone about it. The dangers of it.
Fruit from a poisonous tree. That's what they call it in court. Because your foundation was, you didn't base your foundation on law. You building your house on bull crap. Violating these people's rights just because they're on drugs.
If an officer does catch you or someone else in the act of committing a crime or about to commit a crime, they now have RAS over you, reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime committed, which then enables them officer discretion over in what they decide to do with you based on your actions and how severe the crime is. In this case, these folks are let go after being caught smoking some dope. I also want to say that Sideman actually makes some very good points on throughout this video and educates this officer on what he might have not already known. If you guys didn't notice, but you will hear this cop say that he believes that they have rights while on the force, which is absolutely completely untrue. While on duty or on the clock, public officials do not have the same rights that apply to a regular person. They are hired by a business that has the sole purpose of servicing the people who pay their salaries, hence the term public servant and public officials. They are not enabled the same rights as the people they work for. Keep watching.
I seen you was over there. You messed with their property over there, then you zoomed over here and you came up real aggressive. That's why I took out my camera.
From a distance.
I seen you park over there.
Yeah, and I was watching them smoke dope. Thank you.
And then I seen you come over here real aggressive. No, you was at that gate.
Thank you.
From that gate, at this perspective, he was at that gate with that big bush in front of it. Let's go back and see. What can he see from there?
Thank you for giving me the probable cause to make the stop.
What can he see from there? He didn't see nothing. He just seen these guys sitting here, and he rolled up real aggressive and jumped out yelling aggressively.
So you admit you saw me spying on them, watching them smoke dope. I appreciate that.
No,
Can I get
I
your
didn't
name?
see that. I
Can I
seen
get
you
your name for a witness?
trespass on them people property across the street and then roll up here real aggressive. Real aggressive. And then that's when I took out my phone and started recording because I believe you gonna violate somebody's right. And you literally did. You literally did right in front of me.
Hey, this is a call for service. Did you call? On the
You
assessment?
violated these people's rights. I'll call on you.
Okay, someone
You're a
called
bad
911
cop.
About people using drugs. Was it you?
You're a bad cop.
Did you call me? If you did,
You got a bad attitude. You're a bad cop. I don't know about this guy, your partner. He seemed a lot nicer than you, but you're a bad guy. I promise you. I promise you. You got tons of complaints on your file. You probably been sued a couple of times and everything. I promise you. You're a bad cop. Your actions. Mr. Aggressive. You got out yelling at these guys and like you would be treating them like garbage if I wasn't here filming you. What's your name and badge number?
You'll be in the report, sir. Can I have your name?
What's your name and badge number?
What's your name first? So it wasn't over your head?
This guy is crazy. He think I don't know my rights.
I understand. I have rights too.
No, you don't. You work for me right now. Right now, you working for me. Your rights is out the window. You have a duty to do. You don't have rights right now. Take that uniform off and then you'll have rights. Once that uniform goes on, you have a duty to do. It's different. You have a duty. You have a duty.
That's mean.
You have a duty. You don't. You swore to uphold my constitutional rights. That's what you have done. So you shouldn't even be asking me, a person of the public that's just watching you in the course of your duty, do your job for my information. Because that's a violation of my First Amendment rights, my Fourth Amendment rights. I know my rights. Once again, can I have your name and badge number, sir? Can I have your name and badge number?
Certainly, when I'm all done, I'm in the middle of something right now.
Okay.
Can I have your name?
Like I said, you want to violate my rights?
Are you going to violate my
You
rights?
want to violate my constitutional rights?
I'm not here. You're free to go.
You and your duty.
You have the right to remain silent.
You and your
can go wherever
duty.
you want. You can go.
Yeah, and I have the right to stay, which I'm going to do.
The first time this has happened here, and so if you do that, they're going to call.
Name and badge number?
So I'll give it to you, sir. Bear with me just 1 second, okay? So this isn't the place to do it. You don't want to do it at all, but definitely just don't do it in public where it's so obvious, okay? Any questions, concerns for me? No? Okay. So, Mr. Ortiz, do you have any other property you need to grab? Yeah, so what I was thinking is if you want to go, you can. I just need to give you a notice to appear, Mr. Hernandez, okay? All right? So is there anything you need to want to go, but want to grab before you head off? Okay, let's you got my way for him? Okay. Yeah, my partner's saying you're free to go, brother. You can go, you can stay. Maybe you just wait down there at the end of the block for him, Mr. Ortiz. Okay, I appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Mr. Hernandez, just bear with me, okay? All right. Okay. Oh, no, by all means.
Name and badge number?
Let's talk about that here. All right, so the gentleman had methamphetamine and a glass pipe that was in plain sight. As you can see, it's a powder-like substance. Meth pipe used, approximately 5 inches in length, bullet one end, and clearly drug residue. He's getting a citation today. Won't be going to jail, and about 3 days he'll have to go to court. And That's dangerous drugs. Don't do them.
Okay. Name and badge number, sir?
I'm not done yet. When I'm all done, I'll be happy to give it to you. You know
It
that.
was
You know
that
those
hard
words.
to just identify. You
You
did
know
all
that.
that speaking
Here,
to me,
what
but
does
you
that say?
just can't say
What does that say?
your name and
Look,
badge
look, what's it
number.
say?
Literally.
Look, what's it say right here?
I can't read.
Okay, that's too bad.
That's why I'm asking. I'm a verbal type of person. And visual. And as far as I could see, you a tyrant. You can't even say your name and badge number proud.
I'm in the middle of an investigation.
You just came up to me and did all this talking, but you couldn't say your name and badge number, which would have been literally how many syllables? You came up to me and did all that talking, but your name and badge number is hard to say. You're a joke, and you're a tyrant. And it's clear as day to see. Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
Mine or his?
Yours. I got his.
Alcaraz, 15931.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So can I get your name and badge number now?
When I'm all finished, you may. I'm still working.
Wow, everybody else I asked for name and badge number could identify but you. So how you think that make you look? I got those two officers down there, names and badge number. Can I get yours?
So be in the police report if you like it.
How about the guy sitting in the car? Can I get your name and badge number, sir?
You can have police report. You can always obtain a public record.
I'm on the scene asking the officer who talked to me, literally came up to me explaining all types of stuff that was going on the active scene, and you literally gonna deny giving your name and badge number? How does that make sense? Why do I need a police report when you right here and you literally engaged with me? You talked to me. You're talking to me. But it's so hard for you to say my name and badge. This is ridiculous. No respect for the public. That's all you exhibiting. Your disdain for the public. Your ego to the public. We are the people you serve. And you have such disdain for us, you can't even give me your name and badge number? Such a proud public servant. You can't even give me your name and badge, which is basic information. But you got pride in what you do. You so proud of what you do. This is crazy. I have a right to record you. You are my public servant. I have a right to look and regress my government in the course of their duties. That's a right. I'm standing here trying to regress my government and discuss any problems or anything with my government, and you have such disdain for the public. It's crazy. These are the people that we hiring to so-called keep us safe and be public servant. But they so proud and have such big egos.
Yeah, it's last of Lane, L-A-N-E,
Uh-huh.
and first of Bear, B-A-R-R-O-N, and badge number 15621.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
That wasn't even hard, was it? Name and badge number.
I give you. You still not my badge number.
Name and badge.
You saw my badge. And if you
I
want my name-
told you I can't read. Name and badge. Can you verbalize it, sir? Yeah, your name and badge.
For what?
Because I want all the officers involved on this scene.
I'm allowed to. I have a First Amendment right. I can ask questions. What
You literally have a
name?
duty right now. You don't have no rights. You have
I
duties.
have no rights.
You have a duty right now, sir.
That was rude. That was just rude.
So you're not going to identify according to your policy? We'll see.
Sir, any other questions I can answer?
Can you give me that officer name and badge number? Let's see if you a good guy now. Like, he was on the scene now. Now I'm just requesting the officers that was on the scene name and badge number.
Okay. All right. So, again, my name is Officer Lane, and
I want all the officers that was on the scene name and badge number.
Did he not give you?
No, he never identified. Period.
All right, sir. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Yeah, I get it. It's Officer Stapleton. So, and that's his name. I don't know his badge number.
You don't know his badge, but it's Stapleton.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
No
like,
problem.
it's not hard. Like, literally, I was just gonna record y'all and just watch. Like, I don't have no problem against y'all or nothing like that. I'm just out here, just like I said. When I see something going on, I film it because you never know what could happen out here.
No, you're absolutely right. You know, and to be honest, these all change behavior in my estimation for the better, because people typically act a little bit nicer when they know they're on camera. So it's better for you. It's better for me. I don't have any issues with the cameras.
Okay.
The more people are recording, the more points of view you get. So it's not an issue with me.
Yeah, I understand that.
So, okay. And is there anything else I could?
No, it's nothing else. I just wanted his name and badge number because I like to get everybody that's involved on the scene identification, just in case I want to go further with this, as it is my right to.
No, absolutely.
And
you're a member of the public,
yes,
sir. I totally
if I see something I don't like, I'll have the right to go down to the station and.
You do. By all means, absolutely. It's the same thing. When I'm off duty, I have those rights as well.
Exactly, and that's what I was trying to explain to him. You have rights as an American, we all do, but right now you have a duty.
Well put. Yeah. Right.
You see, that's all I was trying to explain to him. Yeah, you got your rights when you take that uniform off, but as long as you have that uniform on, you have a duty. You see what I'm saying?
I agree. I'm representing the city of
Exactly, and you have a duty. Your rights is not what they was, and in the course of your duty, you do have a lot of times your rights get pushed to a higher extent. Like, you get more leeway.
I agree with you. When I'm in uniform, my rights drop significantly.
In certain extents, but in other extents, they also get expanded, and you have more protections.
I see your point.
That's all I'm saying. So you're taking advantage of it, and it's a disadvantage in certain points too. But it's the job.
Yeah, if you want to put on the uniform, that's something you have to deal with. Yeah,
exactly.
It's part of it. It's part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you don't like animals, don't be a vet. You know.
Exactly.
If you don't like, whatever it is, just don't.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, you don't have to do it. But once you do put that uniform on, I expect, me as a person of the people and being public, I expect you to uphold your duty, know my rights, and keep my rights intact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Otherwise, it'll all go downhill.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's a slippery slope, and once we start going down it, it's hard to get back up and start going back. Once you get a glacier coming down at you, it's hard to stop. Like,
you're right. It's better to nip it in the bud and make sure we take care of it earlier than later.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
Exactly.
I agree with
you. So, have a nice day. I appreciate you. You was a real courteous person, and I enjoyed our interaction.
I'm trying, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, have a good one. Thank you again.
That's why I told the other guys, you're a good example.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Hey, have a good
one.
one. Thank you.
You too. Thanks. So, like I said, we got another one.
Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. There was so much nonsense spewed by the officer who had a huge problem giving his name and badge number. That, folks, is where the bridge is broken between the public and the police in general. They are afraid to be held accountable, and that is why they are always so highly concerned about the camera. Officer discretion allows cops to operate their duties based on their feelings, but they don't have the same rights that apply to any other person. They are under oath and under policy, which a majority of them do not follow. Big shout out to Cyberman Audits for looking out for and protecting his community by documenting this incident. If you guys enjoyed this one, I want you all to leave your thoughts thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. As always, don't forget the original video and channel link will be down below in the description. Don't forget to let Saddleman Audits know San Joaquin News Network sent you guys. If you guys haven't yet already, please do be sure to hit the like and subscribe, as well as the bell notifications icon down below for future content. Once again, thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Oh, you are not subscribed. Do it now or get off YouTube, bitches.